I assume you all know Novo Nordisk, so I'm just going to spend a few minutes introducing the business units that I work in, which is Product Supply, which is Novo Nordisk manufacturing business unit that delivers the products that we sell around the world based on 15 production sites worldwide within these 5 therapeutic product variants. This creates a working environment that is very high operational. We have very firm delivery goals that we have to live up to every day, and we have to do that without compromising quality or the health and safety of our employees. And this requires very specific competences, and that is what my team is sent into the world to deliver. We're a team of around 30 people who maintains and have the responsibility for developing and driving all our major educational programs. So we train every employee from operators, specialists, graduates, and why we're here today, our leaders. And we run 3 leader programs. We have a talent pool program here called GROW. We have onboarding for our first-time or first-line leaders, and we have onboarding for our second-line leaders. Annually, we run around between 200 and 300 participants on these courses. They all receive very good ratings and good feedback. So why change? Oops, gonna press the right one. And to explain that, I have to show you our current setup, which is quite an extensive program. So extensive that I'm actually seriously violating some of our CVI rules down here. Don't bully the bull. But in short terms, it consists of 12 face-to-face days, all mandatory. In between, there are several on-the-job development tasks. And in the end, there's a final assessment, and then you're done. And then we actually do not deliver or provide any further development initiatives. I like to resemble this kind of thinking with what I call the HR bus, which tend to put everyone on the same bus and have everyone drive to the same destination. But some of these people, like Anne over here, she needs to get off at Nordhavn. And Peter over here, he needs to make a quick stop at Emdrup. And we have John in the front, he just basically needs to go to Bagsvær right away. But he has to stay on the bus and wait for his peers to get off at the right destinations. And what we really want to deliver is this. A smart, effective car that'll take people to whatever destination that they want to go to without waiting for anyone else. They can even adjust the seat, driving, listen to music without headphones, etc., etc. This aspiration is not only connected to my team's dreams of being just as cool as Google, but we've actually made a survey amongst our new AMs. And this was a report or big survey that we ran in 2017 to put focus on all of their working life. And of course, there was something about their onboarding process as well. And this was the 3 takeaways that we identified that we could do something about. And it clearly pointed to the fact that they thought this uniform leadership program was way too time-consuming. And it did not take into considerations that they have different needs and come from different backgrounds. And it definitely took too much time away from their team. And as I pointed out before, after the onboarding, there was no other opportunities for them to pursue career ambitions, etc. So this led us to start considering our ambitions on this area. And we found out that there was nothing wrong with our ambition. It's still the same. We want to facilitate our AM's daily work. Our business impact is that we want to reduce turnover. But we had to take a good hard look at the way that we delivered the training. So how will that work? Well, when we started playing with these thoughts, our initial ideas was something that we wanted to go from traditional flow TV onto a more Netflix style. Something that was more personalized, open 24 hours. In our heads, we imagine our new aims, binge-watching, TED Talks and whatever. That was basically our dream in the beginning. And this was what we came up with. I know it still looks quite extensive, but at least you got the bull off the hook this time. And without going into too many details, I'm just going to skip to the next slide, which has a few key elements. First of all, we started profiling our new AMs based on whether internally or externally hired, what kind of employee were they managing. And based on this, we have created 6 tailor-made onboarding plans that will give them only the most relevant material for their specific type of profile to start out with. We've reduced the amount of mandatory days from 12 to 3. We're quite proud. And again, I want to stress out, this is the only mandatory part of this whole solution. We created a forum for them to use their peers, to connect with the peers and be led by or coached by more experienced AMs, both in real life but also virtually. We provide them with tools that will guide them in a direction of where is my development needs. We call it competence compass because a competence directs you in a certain direction. All of this to create a greater self-awareness for them to use in their daily work and as a navigation point. We've introduced several pit stops on the way. Some of them are meetings with your nearest manager, some of them with HR partners or other relevant personnel within the organization. This is all based on what we have experienced work for these people. So it's a part of our qualitative surveys that they point out to that this is what we need or this is what worked for me when I started in this job. And of course, all of this we've chosen to use a very cool adaptive learning portal that will be the one point of entry for these new AMs and where they can go and find whatever they need, the help they need. I started reflecting a bit about the whole theme of this day, which was how does it support our strategy? And one of the vision statements or guidelines that my team is driven by is that we are put in, maybe not in the world, but in product supply to develop competences both for now, but also for the future. And what kind of future is it that we're looking into? At least we have a much more different target group than we're used to, I think. Some people tend to call them digital inhabitants. They're much more used to getting the information they want and need right here and now, and often in a very cool UX design, visually inspiring format that is very far from, I think, some of the systems that our corporations deliver at the moment. So there's a big gap between what they're used to in their daily work and the sort of 1919 world that they step into when we go to work. And if you're wondering, this is a picture of my, at this time, 2-year-old daughter trying to swipe to another program on the old analog TV. Now she's 10 and we don't even own a TV anymore. The good news is that the technology is already here. This is just a random selection of an oldie like me, iPhone apps that I use almost on a regular basis. And what's characteristic for these 3 apps is that they are all based on my behavior on these apps. It sort of generates content that is based on what I have an interest in, what I search for, what I like, and then it suggests me something new. And it's that good that I actually use them every day. Imagine we could create the same motivation for our training material just by using technology. To have people go every day, you remember the binge-watching AMs? That's our dream, that's our ambition. So, to answer the question, does it support our strategy? I think very much so, because I think you said it very well, what characterizes good leaders. And you actually took my keyword here, that they're self-driven, they're self-empowered, they have a natural interest in developing themselves and, of course, their teams. And they are occupied by their own talent, career development. And that's leaders that we want. And I think that we should, as L&D people, deliver a training that actually supports this kind of behavior. So what we're doing is we deliver them the car, or provide them with the car. We teach them to navigate. But we let them set the direction for where they want to go and take charge of their own development, wherever their ambition and needs leads them to. Yeah, I think I'm even beyond time here. But that was very short. If anyone wants to get more information on how we exactly have done this, you're welcome to contact me. And I know that the slides will be available afterwards. Thank you.